At the start of the year, Staccato unveiled the HD, which is their 2011 lineup that takes Glock mags. A very welcome addition, as Staccato mags are about $100, and Glock mags are not. They started off with their full-size ones, the P4 and P4.5, and most recently, they came out with the C3.6. This is their compact model. Just like every single compact gun that's ever come out, this will be compared to a Glock 19. They are almost the exact same size and dimensions, minus the Staccato having a very slightly shorter barrel. If you're unfamiliar with the HD lineup, the C3.6 is pretty much the same as the other ones, but a quick little overview. As mentioned, they take any double-stacked Glock mag. They come out of the box with these Mekgar metal ones, which actually debuted with a gun. These are very nice, but any regular old Glock mag, whether it's a 1917 or big 33 rounder, they will all fit. The controls on the gun are completely ambidextrous, safety and slide release on both sides. Quick little addition to that is that the shelf on the slide release is so helpful. You don't have to jam your finger into the frame like a regular 1911. It's a very small change, but very much appreciated for sure. The Optic setup is very cool. It is actually a product of the geometry of the slide, but I really like the end result. You'll notice that the rear sight is in front of your red dot, which Staccato said they had to do in order to fit the red dot on here, but actually prefer this. This makes it so that your rear sight can never cover up your red dot in any way, and I just feel like it appeals to the modern shooter more, prioritizing your main optic and then keeping your irons as backups. The trigger is undoubtedly the highlight of the gun, and with no exaggeration, this is, I would say, the best possible trigger you could have in a carry gun. The trigger is going to have a very short take-up that takes you to a very clearly defined wall with absolutely zero creep or over travel. 3 to 4 pounds later, very, very short break, and an extremely short reset that puts you right back on that wall, ready to pull it again. Probably the fastest trigger you can have in a concealed carry gun. Can't say enough good things about it. If you know about 1911s, you know that this is as good as it gets. To answer the question of how does the Staccato HD C3.6 shoot, she shoots very well for her weight class. I want to make that distinction. What I mean by that is it's not a Staccato XL or an XC. It's not going to delete recoil. It's a compact gun, and recoil is going to be present. It shoots, I would say, on par, maybe slightly better than a Glock 19, but with the much, much nicer trigger on there, it is overall a lot easier to shoot. I would also say, anecdotally, I think this is a very, very accurate firearm. I'm not one of those YouTubers that can give you a chart that has all the different types of ammo we use and how actual MOA accurate it was. That's not us. From my feeling, every time I missed in those B-roll shots that you saw, it was 100% because of me, and I can shoot the 120-yard target relatively easily for how small of a gun it is. There is virtually zero play, not virtually, there's literally zero play or slop between the slide or the barrel and the frame. It's a very, very well-built gun with a very, very nice trigger. It's got a little bit of recoil, but that's to be expected. It's not magic, it's just a very, very well-built Staccato. If you are a fan of the HD 2011s and you want one to carry on your person and you don't want to spend $100 per mag, or if you just want one, you know where to find us. Thank you.